Hello, I'm Kelly Dennis. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I've created this channel to help people manage their stress more effectively, regulate emotions, and to just overall feel better. I'm a licensed professional counselor, and I work with people who struggle with eating disorders, disordered eating, anxiety, depression, and I do some couples counseling as well. And one thing that I've noticed with all my clients and with people really is that we have difficulties managing stress. And so I've created this YouTube channel to help with just that. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about positive affirmations. So some people believe very strongly in them. They believe that they're very helpful, they increase their mood and just help them to feel better about themselves. Some people, however, when they listen to positive affirmations, tell me that they have the opposite effect, that they don't believe them and they end up maybe feeling worse about themselves when they're listening to the positive affirmation statements. And so both of those things can be very true. So it's not that somebody is not trying hard if the positive affirmations don't work for them. It's just that for some people it can trigger the very thing that they're trying to improve, the low self-esteem or the way that they feel about themselves. So one of the things that I found for myself as I have experimented with affirmation statements is that when they are very concrete or absolutely the opposite of something negative that I'm feeling, I don't feel like I believe them. So if I can make them just a little more specific to myself or a little more general, I find that my mind will accept them a little bit easier. So if you want to try an experiment with the affirmation statements, sit down with a paper and pencil and just write down some of the negative internal dialogue that you often find yourself having with yourself. So perhaps, it's I'm not good enough, I'm unworthy, any of those kinds of negative, I call them the nasty girl or boy inside my head conversations. So just write a couple of those down. You don't have to dwell on a whole bunch. And then on the other side of the paper, just write down some things that if a good friend had said that to you, what would you say in return? So if a good friend had said to you, you know what, I'm such a bad mom, you wouldn't chime in and say, yeah, you're right, you're a really bad mom. You'd kind of give her some, some positive comebacks and some validation and encouragement. And so maybe just write down some of those statements that you might say. Also, try to write down something that even on your worst day, the lowest self-esteem day or the day that you're feeling the worst about yourself, that you would have a tendency to believe this other positive, more positive statement. Sometimes we'll say, I just wouldn't believe anything on those days. But most of the time, you might be able to believe something. Like yesterday, I did okay when talking to my daughter or my son. I felt like they understood me. So something that you feel like that you can understand. Also, some people making the I statements is not helpful. They really don't believe it if they say, I am worthy of love. So sometimes when you're making your positive affirmation statements, it can help to be more global. Everyone is usually worthy of love, or you are worthy of love. So something that's not an I statement, that can be pretty helpful too. The other thing I like to do is to just think about some things in some areas where I'd like to improve. And then I use some positive affirmation statements in those particular areas. And so it doesn't necessarily always have to be about your negative internal dialogue. It can also be about areas where you would like to improve. All right? So those are just some ideas and some things you can do to make the positive affirmation statements specific to you. So today, also what I'd like to do is just take you through a brief meditation, introducing some general affirmation statements and see if you might enjoy just hearing these. You can just listen if you want to, or I'll pause after each affirmation statement. And if you want to, you can try repeating them aloud if you're alone, or just inside your head. But like I said, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can just listen. And then see if you notice a change in your mood at the end of this brief meditation. So go ahead, as we always do, and get yourself into a comfortable position. If you're sitting up, try to make sure that your head, neck, and spine are straight and that your feet are on the floor. If you're laying down, just make sure that you are comfortable, maybe having some pillows underneath your knees or your lower back so that you can kind of just be comfortable and not be aware of any discomfort in your body, if that's possible. And once you get yourself into a comfortable position, go ahead and take a nice deep breath in, and then let it out. Take another deep breath in, and let it out. And then as you continue to breathe slowly and comfortably, just allow your body to settle in to whatever you're sitting or lying upon. Perhaps noticing your breathing as it enters and exits your body. Allowing yourself, if you can, to become more and more relaxed every time you exhale, almost as if your body can just settle in to a very restful state. Perhaps noticing where your body makes contact with whatever you're sitting or lying upon. And as you breathe, just allowing your body to relax as best it can. And as you continue to settle in, you might notice that your mind drifts away. That's okay, that's what minds do. Just go ahead and notice where it went, and then just bring it back to focusing on your breathing, the air as it enters and exits your body. And just allowing yourself to feel as comfortable as you can feel. Allowing your mind and your muscles to just relax. And allowing your eyes to drift closed if they haven't already. Feeling restful and easy. And listening to the affirmations. And if you'd like to, you can repeat them if they seem like they apply to you. And so taking a nice deep breath in and letting it out in an easy and relaxed way. I am becoming more kind and compassionate each and every day to myself and to others. In each and every way, I am increasing my ability to notice and identify my emotions and to sit with them in a comfortable way. In every way, I am more and more able to make decisions and choices about my well-being. Each and every day, in every way, my confidence in myself is growing. More and more, I am beginning to see that I can stay calm and relaxed in stressful situations. More and more, I know that there are times when I feel emotions such as frustration or anger or irritation. And I know that I am able to work on my ability to notice and manage them more effectively. More and more, I can realize that I am a worthwhile person. Each and every day, I am able to realize that I am able to be loved even though I am flawed and imperfect. Every day, in every way, I know now that I am able to identify my goals and make small steps toward them. I understand and realize that I may not always be able to achieve everything that I want to, but I know that one step at a time is the best way to get there. And now, take a deep breath in and let it out. And just begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes and reorienting yourself to your surroundings. And I hope that you found this affirmation meditation helpful. Please be well and have a wonderful day.